Okay, dear children, welcome back. This is Act 2, Scene 2, page number 64 in my book. Please check it with yours. Now, when Lancelot informs Gobbo that his son is no more, at that time Gobbo gets really perplexed and he is, out of remorse. He speaks out, "Mary, God forbid, by the Virgin Mary, may God forbid this to happen. The boy was the very staff of my age." Staff over here means support of my age. That he was a support. He was support in my old age, my very prop. Just see how Gobbo is using the words also. He is also habitual of using the wrong words at the right place. Okay, and he's in my prop over here. Props are used in the how the props are used to in the acts. But over here he says that my son was the only support in my old age, and he was my only support. Prop is also a support. Okay, Lancelot then he turns aside and says, "Do I look like a cudgel or a hovel post, a staff or a prop? Do you know me, father?" Then he moves on. Then he comes on to again his father. First he speaks aside to himself. Look at my father. He's calling me a cudgel or hovel post. So all these two things. Hovel posts are supposed to hold up a shelter. What is a hovel post? It's supposed to hold up a shelter. Okay, you can see the pillars over here, right? And then he says that, "Do I look like that?" He's calling me hovel post, staff, or a prop. See how he's speaking of me. Okay, then he turns on to his father and says, "Do you know me, father?" Okay, he speaks loud. And do you do that? He means to say that, "Don't you recognize me, father?" Gobbo then, he's confused again. He says, "Alack the day, I know you not, young gentleman, but I pray you tell me, is my boy, God rest his soul, alive or dead?" See, Gobbo is so innocent also at the words. He just believes the words of Lancelot. Okay, and he says that, "Alas the day, I do not," he feels very sad. He says, "I know you not, I do not recognize you, young man." But then he says, "But please tell me, is my boy alive or dead?" He means, "Is my boy alive or dead?" When he mentions his boy, he says, "God rest his soul." He says, as if he has, understood. He has accepted the fact that his son is no more. So he says again, but still he's asking, "Is my boy alive or dead?" Lancelot says, "Do you not know me, father? Don't you recognize me, father?" Gobbo says, "Alack, sir, I'm sand-blind, I know you not." He says, "Alas." Alack means, alack over here means alas, a sad, remorsefully. He says, "Sir, I'm half blind, therefore I cannot recognize you." Lancelot says, "Nay, indeed, if you had your eyes, you might fail of knowing me. It is a wise father that knows his own child. Well, old man, I'll tell you the news of his son. Give me your blessing." Then he bends down and kneels before his father and says, "Truth will come to light. Murder cannot be hid long. A man's son may, but in end, truth will out." See how stupidly Lancelot acts. He is in habit of confusing people, and it's useless to mention all these things. Murder, like instead of saying murder cannot be hid long, what a stupid thing. The truth will come to light. What a stupid thing to say. So purposely to add humor, I am telling you again and again, he makes use of wrong words and he uses the words in such a way. Okay, he exaggerates certain things to be comical, right? So what does Lancelot say? Lancelot says that, "No, certainly. Okay, even if you had eyes, you might fail to know me. You might fail to recognize me, for it is only a wise father who knows his son." Then he tells him, "Well, old man, I will tell you the news of your son. I will tell you about your son. But first of all," then he bends down in front of him and he kneels down. Okay, not bending down, he kneels down. He's on knees and tells him, "Truth must come out. Murder cannot be kept hidden for long. A man may remain hidden for some time, but the truth about him will come out in the long run." Okay, Gobbo says, "Pray you, sir, stand up. I'm sure you're not Lancelot, my boy." But Gobbo is not able to recognize his son, no, because he is half blind. So one reason could be that they are meeting after a long time. At that time, Lancelot's voice and all must not have changed so much. So, and moreover, Gobbo is half blind also. So he is requesting Lancelot that please get up. I'm sure that you're not my son Lancelot. Gobbo. Lancelot says, pray you, let's have no more fooling about it. But give me a blessing. I'm Lancelot, your boy. That was your son, that is. Your son that shall be. Now Lancelot has come to his own form. Okay. Now earlier he was just fooling around his father. Okay. But now he admits that, now please let us stop all this nonsense, and tells him that give me your blessings now, for I am your own son Lancelot, have ever been your son, and will be ever so. So I shall remain your child only. Okay, so I am Lancelot, who was your boy, is your boy, and shall always be your child in future also. So Gobbo says, I cannot think you are my son. I cannot recognize you. Okay, I cannot think. In my mind the thought doesn't come out that you are my son. Lancelot says, I know not what I shall think of that. But I am Lancelot, the Jew's man's son. The Jew's man. And I'm sure Marjorie, your wife, is my mother. So to assure his father that he is only his son, he mentions the name of his mother. His mother's name is Marjorie. So he says that I do not know what to say about that, what you think or not. I don't have anything to say about it. But I am Lancelot, the servant, the Jew's man, the servant of the Jew, and I'm sure Marjorie, your wife, is my mother. So he is trying to give assurance to his father that he is the same person. At this, Gobbo says, her name is Marjorie indeed. I'll be sworn, if thou be Lancelot, thou art mine own flesh and blood. Lord, worship mighty be, what a beard hast thou got? Thou hast got more hair on thy chin than Dobbin my fill horse has on his tail. So Gobbo is also very funny over here. Gobbo, as I said, he is half blind. So what does he do? His visual is not clear. So what does he do? He moves his hand on the face of Gobbo, and he says that, well, indeed, surely her name, your mother's name is Marjorie. Okay, but if you be Lancelot, I will swear you are indeed my son, my own flesh and blood. Okay, may God be praised. But what a long beard have you grown? Then he says, but what long beard have you grown? Right? You have got more hair on your chin than my cart horse. Fill horse refers to cart horse has on his tail. Even my cart horse doesn't have so many hair on its tail. Okay? Then you have on your chin. So you'll find that you might imagine, just feel that the truth could be that why Gobbo is not able to recognize Lancelot, that they are meeting after a long time, and when Gobbo must have left his son that time, he must be quite young, but now he's a grown-up lad, right? So Lancelot rising up, what does he say? It should seem then that Dobbin's tail grows backward. I'm sure he had more hair on his tail than I have on my face when I last saw him. So again, when he listens to his father's words, what does he say? That it would appear then that the horse tail that has grown thinner, okay, then that Dobbin's tail grows backward over here refers to that. He means to say that it seems that Dobbin's tail is growing less. For I am very sure that when I saw it the last time, he had more hair on his tail than I have on my face. So maybe his tail is growing thinner. Gobbo says, Lord, how art thou changed? How dost thou and the master agree? I've brought him a present. How agree now, you now? See over here, agree over here refers to agree. So Gobbo says, good Lord, how greatly you have changed. Okay, how do you pull on with your master? How do you get along with your master? Right? And I bought here a gift for him. But how do you get on with him these days? Okay, agree over here means get along with him. Lancelot says, well, but for mine own part, as I have set up my rest to run away, so I will not rest till I have run some ground. So he says that as far as I am concerned, I have decided to run away. I will not rest till I have run to some distance. My master's a very Jew. Give him a present, give him a halter, and famished in his service. You may tell every finger I have with my ribs. Father, I am glad you are come. Give me a present to one Master Bassanio, who indeed gives rare new liveries. If I serve not him, I will run as far as God has any ground. O rare fortune, here comes the man to him. Father, for I am a Jew, if I serve the Jew any longer. So over here you see what Lancelot speaks. He says that so far as I am concerned, okay, I have decided to run away from the Jew, and I will not rest till I run away from him. If I travel till I travel a good distance from him. So he says, my master's a very Jew. He means to say that my master is a typical Jew, a cruel man. Okay, so he says, give him a present. Do you want to give him a present? To such a person, do you want to give him a present? Instead of it, you should give him a halter. What is halter? Halter means that a rope to hang himself with. He says, I'm famished in his service. Like I have been treated badly, so I'm almost starved in his service, so that you may. Then he just takes the finger. He tells him to create. See, how can you tell a finger to count the ribs? So it's to add humor. He uses such a sentence. He says, you may tell every finger I have with my ribs. Instead of saying, you may count every ribs with your finger, he says the opposite and adds humor. He says that I have been famished. I'm almost starved in his service, in the service of the Jew, so that you may also count every rib of mine with your finger. Then he says, Father, I'm very glad that you have come. Now give me your present to one Master Bassanio. He means to say that you should give that present to Master Bassanio, who provides, what does he provide? Rare new liveries. Rare liveries refer to the clothes, the fine clothes, the servant's uniform. Okay, clothes or servant's uniform. He says, if I serve not him, I will run as far as God has any ground. He says, if I do not serve this Master Bassanio, who provides fine uniforms to his servants, then I shall go running to the very end of the world. Okay, he means to say that I must serve Master Bassanio. Then he says, oh rare fortune. Oh rare fortune means, what a great luck. Here comes Signor Bassanio. Okay, to him, Father, for I am a Jew, if I serve the Jew any longer. He says, dear Father, you have to give the gift to this person. Speak to him, for I shall be a Jew if I serve the Jew any longer. That is, if I serve Shylock the Jew any longer, I'll also become the Jew soon. So, for I will be a Jew if I serve the Jew any longer. If I serve a Jew for a longer time, I will myself become a Jew. I hope this much is understood. In the next video, we'll continue with the next part.